10th plus 2 ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் தொடர்ந்து மாநில அளவில் பல சாதனைகளை புரிந்து வரும் நாமக்கல் குறிஞ்சி கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் CBSE பாடத்திட்டத்தில் சீனியர் செகண்டரி பள்ளியாக தரம் உயர்த்தப்பட்டு IIT நீட் தேர்வுகளுக்கு பல வெற்றியாளர்களை உருவாக்கிய ஆசிரியர்களை முழு நேர ஆசிரியர்களாக பணியமர்த்தப்பட்டு தினம்தோறும் வகுப்புகள் நடைபெறும்.
குறிஞ்சி எஜுகேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் காவேட்டிப்பட்டி நாமக்கல். Admission in progress. CBSE KG to 12 contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12 contact 9344567484. For online admission log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Now we are going to learn about physical quantities. In the before classes we have discussed the concept of physical quantities. What is mean by physical quantities? All the quantities are called as physical quantities. Why we are telling like this means, while using the name of the quantities in the field of physics, it ends with some of the units. The units are named as, in future classes, in future topics we have discussed about these things. Now we have to call the physical quantities are majorly classified into fundamental and derived quantities. What is that? Physical quantities are majorly classified into two types. One is the fundamental quantities. It is also known as base quantities. And another is the derived quantities. What are they? Fundamental and derived quantities are two types of physical quantities. Now we have to explain one by one. What is mean by fundamental quantities? How we able to express such type of questions arised here. So we have to call the fundamental quantities cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities. What is that? The fundamental quantities cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities. For example, length, mass, time are the fundamental quantities. Not only these three things, many of the quantities are present under the field of fundamental quantities. So fundamental quantities means cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantity. Such type of quantities are called as fundamental quantities. And second is the derived quantities. See here, the derived quantities are, it can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. What is that? It can be expressed in terms of fundamental. In terms of fundamental means we have to mention the fundamental quantities only. We can express derived quantities. For example, area, volume, density, like that. Why we are calling area is the derived quantity? What is the expression possessed by the area? Such type of questions arised here. Area is nothing but, already we are well known. What is that? Length into breadth. That means side by side also we can call. Suppose while considered as a given geometrical structure is a square means we have to call side by side. While considered as a given geometrical structure is a rectangle means we have to call length into breadth. Like that, the length and the breadth both are belongs to the same quantity. It is named as fundamental quantities. That's why I am telling area is a derived quantities. What about the volume? Volume is nothing but simply we can call LBH. What is that? Length, breadth and height. Length is a fundamental, breadth also fundamental. What about height? Height also a fundamental quantity. That's why I am telling volume is a derived quantities. And density. What is mean by density? We know the expression for the density. It is the ratio of mass per volume. What about mass? Mass is the fundamental quantity. Volume is the derived quantity. But the volume is derived from the fundamental only. That's why I am telling density is the derived quantities. So we conclude that the concept physical quantities are majorly classified into two types. They are named as fundamental and derived quantities. Fundamental means, for example, length, mass, time. Derived quantities means, for example, area, volume, density. Like that, many of the expressions are there. So, many of the expressions are waiting for explaining fundamental as well as the derived quantities. Suppose a quantity is expressed with a unit. I am already told unit is the very much essential while express it. So, how we able to define a unit? Unit is nothing but an arbitrarily chosen standard of the measurement of a quantity. What is the meaning of these things? Arbitrarily chosen standard of measurement. Suppose, let us consider a quantity. That quantity is a physical quantity. After that, we have to mention either fundamental or derived. Fundamental, derived, or whatever it may be, we have to express with a unit only. Without a unit, it is acts as like a constant. Sometimes constant also having a unit. Sometimes constant also having a unit. So, unit means we have to define like this. What is that? An arbitrarily chosen. What is that? An arbitrarily chosen standard of measurement of a quantity which is accepted internationally. Why we are written internationally? Because the units are mentioned different types like fundamental unit, derived units, FES system of units, CGS system of units, MKS system of unit. Finally, we conclude that internationally D system, that means system of international D units, they are called as SI system. That's why I am telling many of the types are comes under the name of unit. Then further movement to the fundamental and derived units. First we have to comes fundamental unit. What is meant by fundamental unit? Fundamental unit is also known as base units. How we able to define it? The units in which the fundamental quantities are measured. Which are the fundamental quantities are expressed in terms of fundamental units, they are called as base units also. So, what are the quantities are expressed with the fundamental units, they are known as base units also. What about the derived units? And other physical quantities which can be obtained by a suitable multiplication or division of powers of fundamental units. What is the meaning? And other physical quantities. Other physical quantity means except the fundamental quantities. Initially I am told totally two categories. One is the fundamental and another is the derived. Fundamental means we have to call fundamental units. Derived unit means we have to call other physical quantities. So, we conclude that the concept, all the other physical quantities which can be obtained by a suitable manner. The suitable manner is nothing but either multiplication or division of powers. So, division of powers or multiplication of powers like that 10 to the power of that number. So, and other physical quantities which can be obtained by a suitable multiplication or division of powers of fundamental units. So, we conclude that the concept, all the derived quantities are expressed in terms of fundamental units, but all the fundamental quantities cannot be expressed in terms of other units. So, after that we have to move system of units. What is nothing but system of units? System of units is called as three systems are accepted. The three systems are accepted means they are called as FES system. They are named as FES system, CGS system and MKS system. What are they? The different system of units. What are the different system of units here? One is the FES system and the second is the CGS system and third is the MKS system. See here, initially we have discussed the concept of fundamental and derived units. Of course, the fundamental and derived units both are belongs to the the concept of the physical quantities only. So after that, the system of units are classified different categories. So first one is the FES system. So FES means F is the foot, P is the pound, S is the second. In olden days, they are used the units like this only. What are they? FES system means we have to call foot, pound, second. CGS system means we have to call centimeter, gram, second. What are they? Centimeter, gram and second. And third is the MKS system, meter, kilogram, second system. So the different system of units are accepted by everyone in olden days. After few years later, the system are introduced or accepted everyone, they are named as SI system. So here FES system, CGS system and MKS system. This MKS system only after few years later accepted by everyone. So we have to call system of international, that means international system of D units. What is that? International system of D units. That is why we have to call SI system. So SI system means we have to express the SI with a standard scheme of symbols. What is the meaning of standard scheme of symbols? The scheme of symbols is nothing but while writing a physical quantity, it should be with a unit. It should be with a unit. With a unit means, here the question comes like, what is that? The SI system. The SI system, international system of D units. The international system of D units is nothing but SI system. The SI with a standard scheme of symbols. What is that? The SI with a standard scheme of symbols. So we have to keep in mind the SI system. Further, we have to express three categories. One is the rational system, and second is the coherent system, and third is the metric system. What are they? Rational system, coherent system and metric system. See here, the SI system of international D units, it is accepted by everyone. Nowadays, we are using this system only. What is that? The SI with a standard scheme of symbols. The first one is the rational system. What is meant by rational system? Only one unit for one physical quantity. Only one unit for one physical quantity. So only one unit means, suppose let us consider length, let us consider mass, let us consider time. So this type of quantity is having only unit only. So only one unit means, see here, the rational system contains only one unit for one physical quantity. Suppose let us consider a length means length is in meter. So meter is only one unit for this length. Like that, mass is in kilogram, time is in second. So these things are, you are well known in the before studies. And the second system is coherent system. So coherent system is nothing but all the derived units can be easily obtained from basic and supplementary units. So just keep in mind, all the derived units can be easily obtained from basic and supplementary unit. So here the question comes like this: what are called as basic units? What are called as supplementary units? That's why I am telling the coherent system is nothing but all the derived units can be easily obtained from basic and supplementary units. In future classes, we are going to be discuss basic and supplementary units. So we are well known basic quantities. We are well known supplementary quantities. So what are the units? We are going to use the basic quantities what are the units? We are going to use supplementary units. And third is the metric system. So metric system means multiples and submultiples can be expressed as powers of 10. So multiples and submultiples means we have to express the units, the power of 10, 10 to the power of that number, we have to express like this. So up to this we have discussed the concept of the units using fundamental and derived quantities. So next we are move fundamental quantities and the corresponding units. Fundamental quantities and corresponding units. What are they? Look here. So in the concept of fundamental quantities and units, already we are discussed the definition of the fundamental quantities. What's that? The fundamental quantities cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities. What is the definition of the unit? The fundamental quantities are going to be measured only the fundamental units. So for example, look here, length. So length is a physical quantity. Here the length comes under the fundamental quantities. Simply we can call the unit of length is meter. We are very well known. So the unit of length is meter. The symbol of the meter is small m. We have to express like this only. Don't use the capital M. Here length is in meter. We have to express the unit like a symbol means small m only we have to use. And mass. Mass means the unit of mass is kilogram. What is that? The unit of mass is kilogram. The symbol of the kilogram is kg. Symbol of the kilogram is kg. And time. Time also one of the fundamental quantity. The unit of time is second. And the symbol of the second is small s only. So length, mass, time are the fundamental quantities. These three quantities are very well known for us. Up to the 10th standard level also we are discussed, we are pronounced these words frequently. And fourth is the electric current. What is that? Electric current. The unit of the electric current is ampere and the symbol of the ampere is A. And fifth is the temperature. So we know the meaning for the temperature. The unit of the temperature is Kelvin. Not only the Kelvin, is also in Celsius, is also in Fahrenheit, but here the unit of temperature is expressed in Kelvin. The symbol of the Kelvin is K. And sixth is the amount of substance. What is meant by amount of substance? The amount of substance, the unit of that value is, the unit of that quantity is mole. The symbol of the mole is MOL. And the last one is the luminous intensity. The intensity is the sense, it is called as brightness also. The unit of the luminous intensity is nothing but candela. Simply we can call the symbol of the candela is CD. So these 7 quantities are called as fundamental quantities. These 7 units are called as fundamental units. These 7 symbols are called as fundamental symbols. So while explaining what is the meaning of length, mass, time, like that means we have to express, we have to define it as much as possible. So what we have to call length? What is mean by length? Already we are well known. What is mean by length? Length is nothing but the path travelled by the body. Suppose let us consider one body. The body is travel from one place to another place. How much amount of the distance covered by the body is nothing but length. So simply we can call the length is defined as the path traveled by the body. What is that? The path traveled by the body or path traveled by the body or the path contains the 1 meter length means we have to define 1 meter also. What is meaning here? 1 meter is nothing but the length of the path traveled by the body in vacuum. What is that? In vacuum. Suppose instead of the body, while taking a light source. While taking a light source means how much amount of the length traveled by the light source is called as 1 meter. Suppose while considered as a velocity of light. The value of velocity of light we are well known. What is that? C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So this much amount of the length traveled by the light. That's why I am telling the length always is in meter. And next is the mass. What is the unit of mass? Kilogram. We have to define a kilogram. So 1 kilogram is nothing but the mass of the prototype cylinder of platinum iridium alloy. So these words are your newly heard. So in future classes we are going to be explained very deeply. What is that? Kilogram. And third is the time. The unit of time is second. Here the question comes like that. How we able to define 1 second? So 1 second is the duration of starting to the ending point. What is that? It is the duration of starting to the ending point. Suppose we are traveling from one place to another place, the starting and the ending point is mentioned by the time period. And fourth is the electric current. How we able to define an electric current? The unit of the electric current is ampere. So here the question comes, how we able to define ampere? So 1 ampere is nothing but the constant current which one maintained in each of the 2 straight parallel conductors of infinite length. So these things are going to be discussed very deeply in your future classes. And next is the unit of the temperature. So in the temperature we have to mention the triple point of water. So it's also you are in familiar as well as the newly heard word only. So the triple point of temperature of the water is nothing but somebody will ask, you can tell 273.16 Kelvin. How much that value? The triple point of temperature of water is nothing but 273.16 Kelvin. And the amount of substance we are using frequently in the field of chemistry. We will discuss later. And the last is the luminous intensity. Suppose let us consider a vapor lamp or let us consider a fluorescent lamp or LED bulb or CFL bulb, whatever it may be. So it going to be produce light energy as well as the heat energy. How much amount of the brightness gives by that corresponding bulb? So the brightness is mentioned, the brightness is measured is candela. So here the candela is nothing but the luminous intensity in a given direction of a source. So that's why I am telling these 7 quantities are called as fundamental quantities. Next we have to move supplementary quantities. In that concept of the supplementary quantities, only the 2 categories are there. One is the plane angle and another is the solid angle. So the plane angle means we have to call arc by radius. Arc is nothing but, suppose let us consider a compass. So by using of that compass, we have to draw a circle point. In that circle point, suppose considering only the 2 position, the 2 position make as a arc nature. So from the arc nature, how much amount of the radius is present in the given circle of? So while taking the ratio of arc by radius, it is nothing but plane angle. So here the question comes, what is the unit of the plane angle? The unit of the plane angle is nothing but radian. Simply we can call rad. So rad or pronounced as rad, or simply we can read as RAD. So no problem at all. So the unit of the plane angle is arc by radius. So we are able to define 1 radian. What is nothing but, what is the meaning of the 1 radian? 1 radian is nothing but the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc equal in length the radius of the circle. So we have to define 1 radian also here. And next we have to move solid angle. Solid angle is nothing but, it is the ratio of surface area by radius square. In the before nature, we are telling arc by radius is nothing but plane angle. Surface area by radius square is nothing but solid angle. So the plane angle is nothing but arc by radius, solid angle is nothing but surface area by radius square. What is the unit of the solid angle? The unit of the solid angle is steradian. Simply we can call SR. SR is the symbol of the steradian. The unit of the solid angle is steradian only. That's all.